So now look at it now. I've gone ahead to stitch this down. So I'm just removing the pin. So you can see that. I hope you can see. Let me turn it to this way so you can see the stitch. And I use 0.25. So please, when you are working on the neckline, make sure that your stitch allowance is exactly the same thing you take all around. It's not that you start with 0.25 here, you come and finish this side with probably ½ inches. Your shoulder line is going to reduce, so take note of that. So you can notice, so that was how before we started this practical, I showed you that on your sewing machine there's a way you can gauge what you are sewing. If you are not confident enough, please go ahead to use your tape rule. You can use your tape rule to mark out your 0.25 before you take it to the sewing machine to sew. I hope you understand that. So this is what I have, and I told you I was going to go ahead to whip this part just to make sure that by the time I'm done with this neckline, it is neat. So what I'm going to do now, the same way I notched for the when we're working on the bias. So whenever you're working on any curve edge on your dress, any curve, whether this round curve or maybe you're just you are bringing out a shape around a side in your fabric, make sure you notch. What notching does is, I told you, it helps your fabric to relax properly. So, and make sure you do not cut your stitch line. So I repeated everything I said during the first one. So you turn it the same way we turn for the bias. So you can see that I've turned this now. So this is now the wrong side, this is the right side. So we are ironing. So I'll show you again how to iron this. So you can see that I'm taking my time for this tutorial. I'm not going to fast forward anything. So you go ahead to iron. So you iron this properly. So I told you, as a fashion designer, you need a steam iron, not this type that I'm using. I told you my steam iron is bad. So you need a steam iron. A steam iron does a better job. So I told you, when you iron the front, you as well iron the back. Everything we are just doing is just to make sure we have a neat finishing. So this is how the back of your dress should look like, and this is how the front of that dress should look like. So you can see this is better as well. So you can choose between using the biased way of turning or this one, anyone that is convenient for you. So this one, there's a way you can use your hemming gum. So we have hemming gum. You can decide to use your hemming gum to just hold this in place. It is not a must, but you can decide. Everything we are doing, so any further thing you add to the making of a dress is just to make sure that that dress comes out better. So as soon as I was using a steam iron, I'm not going to be pouring water, but because I want that glue gum to melt, so that's why I'm adding water. So you see that, you can see that it has stitched down. So this is the second way in which you can finish your neckline. So this is the first way I taught you. So this is the first way using a bias, and this is the second way. We call this turning. So it's more like I'm turning the neckline. So, but this is neater. This usually comes out neater than the bias. This comes out neater than the bias. But any which way, we do this on fabrics. In fact, on most of your dresses, you will see this or this. So the final way I'm going to be showing you how to finish your neckline is to use a lining. So there's lining.